Make your next move a happy one.
I am so happy.
This is Happy Tappy Home Tips with Luke Tappe of KW Hometown.
I'm so happy about this.
Sharing expert advice for buying and selling homes right here in the Tri-States.
It's Monday. We bring on our real estate expert, Luke Tappe from KW Hometown in the Tri-State area. Good morning, Luke.
Good morning, you guys. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Fall is officially here. Today
I'm
is
smelling
the
it.
first day of fall. And you kind of want to give everybody the playbook, the rundown. We're in football season, the playbook for fall marketing your home for selling. And you've got some tips and tricks for everybody out there.
You got it. Fall is definitely in the air. You can tell. I mean, that football's on the TV, and man, it's one of my favorite seasons.
Chili's in a crock pot.
You got it. The cheese dip, the whole nine.
There you go.
You know, so it really is. Fall's in the air. Pumpkins are on the porches. Leaves are changing colors. And believe it or not, it's also one of the best times to make a move in real estate. Once the kids are back to school, parents are feeling, a little more settled, kind of back in their routines for school. And fall can be a great time to sell. Today, I just want to kind of walk you through the fall market playbook, what buyers and sellers should be doing right now in Quincy and Adams County and Marion County, the surrounding communities and counties here in the Tri-States. Here's why this season matters. The spring market gets all the hype, but fall can be the sweet spot. Families have settled, like I said, after the school. Competition has kind of thinned out over the summer. And sellers who list now are often motivated to close before the holidays. So for buyers, this means less bidding war pressure. For sellers, you're dealing with, serious shoppers, and that's a win-win scenario for buyers and sellers. If you're selling this fall, I would focus on the small details that make your home stand out. Clean up the leaves, trim the shrubs, make sure the front door feels warm and welcoming. We've talked about doing the fall wreath and the pumpkins on the porch. And, it's just the little things that really do go a long way in creating that curb appeal. Inside, I would think cozy staging, warm lighting, soft throws, maybe even a smell of apple pie or cinnamon or, and here's the big one, pricing. Homes that come out too high this late in the season often sit. I would price it right, and you'll catch the buyers who are eager to settle, before Thanksgiving or Christmas. And buyers, here's your play. Watch for homes that have been sitting on the market for a few weeks. That can signal, a seller who's ready to negotiate, possibly. Don't be afraid to ask about price adjustments or concessions. Pay attention to days on the market. And my big thing is you might find a gem that others just overlooked. I wouldn't be scared for something that sat there 30 or 60 days. It might have been price. It might have been location, but it could very well be a gem that they just overlooked. Somebody overlooked. And that could be the one. So, I would say here in Quincy, neighborhoods like Lincoln Hill, Holiday Hills, subdivisions near 48th. I mean, they often see turnover this time of year. People relocating, downsizing, or getting settled before kind of year's end. And this means opportunity, whether you're buying or selling. And I just couldn't be more excited about the fall market.
Yeah, it was fall, spring, really the two great seasons, I feel like, because of you got the colors and the decorations. And that's one thing I wanted to bring up too, Lucas. Don't be afraid to decorate. Maybe not go all out, especially if you like Halloween or Christmas.
For sure. Yeah.
But don't be afraid to decorate. So the buyer could kind of potentially look to see what the house could look like.
Absolutely. I wouldn't be afraid at all. I mean, I would still, like you said, Sam, maybe don't go 100% of your decorations, but just kind of, that settles fall. I would still do the things that you do, especially if you have kids. I mean, it's their home still. Yeah. So make them feel comfortable and make them feel at home still.
Yeah, these are great tips for people who are wanting to sell their home. But the first step is called you at KW Hometown and your great staff. How do they get a hold of you guys?
I would love to help you guys. Give me a call, 217-223-9700, or visit us on social media all day, every day.
There you go. Luke, thanks so much. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys.
This segment is for general information purposes only. The views, thoughts, and opinions of the guests represent the views of the guests and not Keller Williams Realty LLC and its affiliates, and should not be construed as financial, economical, legal, tax, or other advice. Each Keller Williams office is independently owned and operated.